There are lots of fighters in the UFC. I'm going to be honest. If you want to be exact, it's about 2,673 of them. But only a few of them are my favorites. And today, guys, that's what we're going to get into. My name is Rob Devins. This is Rob Devins MMA. And here is going to be my favorite fighter in each division. Also fighters, because some of these, there are ties and there are multiple options. But we're going to go ahead and we're just going to get started right off with Zhang Weili. I mean, come on. How is she not your favorite women's strawweight? Honestly, Zhang Weili is just great. She's always so wholesome, always so, she's very funny on press conferences, but she does it, accidentally. Like at the press conference of UFC 268 where she tried to, hug Colby Covington, and it was all super awesome. But yeah, that was pretty cool. She's also super skilled. I would say she's probably the pound-for-pound best female fighter on the planet right now. And if she's not already there, she definitely needs to be. But yeah, man. Zhang Weili, great. Super talented. I hope she stays the champion forever, actually. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and move right along to Erin Blanchfield. Now, Erin Blanchfield, aside from the fact that I slide into her DMs and she doesn't respond to me, is a pretty cool person. Erin Blanchfield, honestly, great fighter, great talent. She's one of those new guard of female fighters in the women's flyweight division that are actually skilled, which makes watching the fights way more fun. Really talented. She smashed Molly McCann, which everybody loves to see. Sent her into the dirt. Just came off of a win over Tyla Santos. I'm sure she's probably going to get the title shot after whatever happens with Shevchenko Grasso. Maybe I don't know how to say her last name. Fiorot will get the title shot. Or maybe they'll fight each other for number one contender. I don't know. All I know is I love Erin Blanchfield very much. Okay, number 3. Juliana Pena. Now, I understand, but what do you expect from me? There's nobody cool at bantamweight, alright? And Juliana Pena and I are from the same town. So she's my favorite because of home team. Okay. Figueiredo and Pantoja, moving on to men's flyweight. Davison Figueiredo and Alejandro Pantoja are my two favorite flyweights. Mostly because they're basically the same person. Not really, but they're both Brazilian. They both are better than Brandon Moreno. Infinite reasons to like them. They're also both super charismatic, but in that sort of dangerous way. Like Davison Figueiredo, he had charisma, but it was a scary, this guy's gonna smash any contender charisma. And Pantoja also gives off those kind of vibes. So I'm mad hyped for it. For Pantoja just to be champion. That's going to be pretty great. Hopefully it's what Figueiredo should have been before he got all tied up with Moreno the whole time. Yeah, these are my two favorite fighters. They're great. They're just so good at everything they do. Bantamweight, Chito Vera. Hands down, coolest guy. Go look at his Instagram, dude. Go watch his Joe Rogan podcast. Watch him in the octagon. He's a fun fighter. He looks cool. He has never had a boring fight. He's had a few boring fights. But I'd venture to say that the Sandhagen fight was only boring because Sandhagen was wrestling him. And if you want to agree with me, you can. But you don't have to. Chito Vera, always in a fun fucking fight, dude. Super. He gives off Nate Diaz energy. He's like the Nate Diaz of 135. Now, getting into men's featherweight, we have 5 different options here. All of these guys, great fighters, equally exciting, equally, cool. I just realized how pixelated my picture of Volkanovski is, and it's going to make me KMS, dude. Whatever. Anyway, on the far left, we have Nate Landwehr. Nate the Train, classic banger. I mean, David Onama versus Nate Landwehr is a Hall of Fame-worthy fight. It will never reach that. It will never be put in the Hall of Fame, but it is Hall of Fame-worthy. He's just always fun. Comes out to slug. He's like a 145 Michael Chandler. Iya Topuria, absolute killer. I mean, dude's a stud. Dude's skilled. wish he would beat the brakes off of Paddy Pimblett. I want him to face Paddy Pimblett before I want him to face Volkanovski. And that won't happen, but I really want it to happen. Alexander Volkanovski, he's the GOAT. Actually, he's not the GOAT. He's in second place in GOAT contention behind John Jones. He's better than GSP on the GOAT list. I know. You guys, hey, you're the wrong ones, not me. Calvin Kattar, he's just a badass. And Brian Ortega, also just a badass. There's something very, very heartening about watching a guy get murdered in an octagon over 5 rounds, you know. All of these guys really good. All of these guys equally skilled. Obviously, 4 of the 5 of them could be champion if the 5th one was not the champion. And also if Max Holloway didn't exist. But other than that, yeah. Featherweight, man, so many good fighters at featherweight. Now on to lightweight, and this should be no surprise to anybody. It's Charles Oliveira, of course. I mean, he's just the right answer. If you have a favorite lightweight that isn't Charles Oliveira, you have to go home, look in a mirror, and ask yourself what's wrong with you. Because obviously something is if you don't like Charles Oliveira. Going up to welterweight, we got Colby Covington and Jack Della Maddalena. Colby Covington, I really enjoy. I just like him. And I know that a lot of people hate him because of his character, but I listen to Kanye West's music anyway, and I know how to separate the artist from the art, you know? Like, yeah, people may not like Colby Covington's character and stuff like that, but he's still a damn good fighter, and people take it away from him because they hate his character. Colby Covington is going to beat Leon Edwards. That's just my quick early prediction for you. He is going to beat Leon Edwards, and then Usman versus Covington 3 is going to happen. When Covington has the belt, then Usman challenges him, and I can't wait. I don't think that'll happen. I think Usman's going to retire eventually, because the dude can't walk upstairs. So you need knees to be a fighter, generally. And Jack Della Maddalena, he's just him. That's all. I mean, JDM, him. It works. Sean Strickland, number 8. Sean Strickland is my favorite middleweight. Only because the person who was my favorite middleweight is no longer my favorite middleweight, and we'll find out who that is later on. But Sean Strickland, just always really funny at the Izzy versus the Izzy, press conference for UFC 293. Hilarious. Playing up to the crowd. He sparred a fan during an open workout, which is excellent. And he's a decent fighter. People underrate his fighting ability. He's a really good, crisp boxer. He has a black belt. Sean Strickland can get it done. And at light heavyweight, we have my formerly favorite middleweight, Alex Pereira, whatever. How is he not your favorite fighter on the face of the planet? The dude's stone cold. He's literally me, bro. Alex Pereira is literally me, okay? He walks in, gives no fucks, beats somebody up, leaves, minds his business. That's what he does. Rides a splash mountain. Did you guys see that? Splat? Okay. Yeah, but he's great. Beat Jan Blachowicz. Fantastic. He's going to beat Yuri Prohaska. He's going to beat Israel Adesanya at UFC 300 because I imagine, that's what I'd do. If I were Dana White, have Izzy challenge Pereira for the light heavyweight belt at 300. Duh. Print money. And last but not least, the heavyweights. I have 5 favorite heavyweights. Jones is probably my tip-top favorite, just because I love John Jones. But we also have Sergey Pavlovich, Tai Tuivasa, Tom Aspinall, and Derek Lewis. This is basically the lineup of the five fan-friendliest fighters. God, say that 5 times fast. 5 fan-friendliest fighters. Good Lord. Anyway, in the heavyweight division, they're all killers. They're all so good. Derek Lewis, not so much of a killer anymore. But he'd still knocked me out, so can't complain. John Jones is the GOAT. I've been saying other people were the GOAT the whole video. That's the running theme, but this guy is the GOAT. So You can't hate him. Tai Tuivasa, can never hate him. Sergey Pavlovich got anvils for hands. Tom Aspinall, probably the most technical, well-rounded heavyweight that we have, aside from John Jones. And Derek Lewis has hot balls. So, there's that. Anyway, guys, what did you think? Who are your favorite fighters? Comment down below. Also, go ahead and follow me on Twitter at RobDoggin. I post MMA things, like my picks and occasional jokes. Be sure to subscribe, be sure to be nice, and be sure to donate to charity. And I will talk to you guys later.